Boys, today we're going to be platinuming the game that I personally view as the true game of the year for 2023. Well, I'm sorry to Baldur's Gate 3, but it's got to be Final Fantasy XVI. The game I actually started almost a year ago. I got distracted with our little journey to Platinum Assassin's Creed, and it took me longer than I care to admit to get back to this platinum. In the time since I started this platinum, there were 2 DLC releases, which took the initial trophy count from 50 base game trophies to a strong 69 trophies. As per the usual, I'm going to give a short and quick synopsis of the story of this amazing game and then go through the journey grinding all of these trophies, with the goal of telling you one thing and one thing only: is the platinum for Final Fantasy XVI worth it? And well, if you don't want spoilers for the story itself, skip ahead to the following timestamp. Final Fantasy XVI follows Clive Rosfield, and yes, he is the one from Tekken. His homeland Rosaria is attacked by the Eikon Ifrit, and it is destroyed. His younger brother Joshua, who is the dominant of the Eikon Phoenix, is presumed dead, and Clive is captured, enslaved, and forced to become a soldier in the Imperial Army. Years later, he joins forces with a man named Sid, who is a rebel leader and the dominant of Ramuh, and Jill, his childhood friend, the dominant of Shiva. They're in a resistance to resist the Empire and destroy the Mother Crystals. These crystals, which provide aether, or magic as we know it, are revealed to be draining the world's life force and perpetuating endless conflict. As Clive's journey unfolds, he discovers he is actually the dominant of Ifrit and learns that his awakening as Ifrit may have been the cause of Joshua's death. However, it's later revealed to us, but not quite Clive yet, that Josh survived, and he has been working in secret to safeguard the Phoenix's power to help Clive in his ultimate battle against the godlike entity Ultima. Together, the brothers and their allies face off against other dominants and uncover these manipulative schemes of Ultima, who seeks to use Clive to resurrect his kind and create a utopia under his control. Now, the story is going to culminate in this really awesome confrontation where Clive and Joshua confront Ultima, liberate the world from the control of the crystals and the chaos caused by these icons. In the end, Clive sacrifices himself, channeling the Phoenix's power to destroy Ultima and the Mother Crystals, freeing the world from their destructive influence, all while the world's future is left uncertain. The hope for renewal without the crystals marks the dawn of a new era, and we get to see all of this written in a book by our brother Joshua. Now that my minor and kind of shoddy story summary is done, playing through that story nets you a really easy 12 trophies. I'm down. If not, what I'll do is... Oh, there's a trophy. What a start to the game. What a spectacular start, dude. And that's a trophy. Inherited Power Unknown. So that's our next... our second, I think, story trophy. Okay. And for possible origins later, for sure. That's Ultima. Okay, I thought that was Ifrit. Yay, another trophy, baby. I told you it was in his head, Tony. I called that.
Are you all right?
And there it is. I feel like that was an Act 1 vibe. You know what I mean? No! Beautiful. Oh, and we're getting a little extra trophy. Or a little extra cutscene, not trophy. Beautiful. There we go. And beautiful. Nice. That was a fun fight. That was a very fun fight. Okay.
By primogenesis shall a new age of reason begin.
Goddamn, dude.
Relax,
There it is.
Your Majesty.
There's the trophy. There it is. It's 1:30 in the morning. And I'm playing. Oh, don't kill the uncle. Shit, dude. Okay. Solid. Oh. What? Beautiful. We beat the game. Now, the next several trophies you can either do in the free roam part of the game that comes after the story, or you can achieve most of these throughout the story. During the game, you take control of the powers of 8 icons. Using these icons' powers, you have to do a certain amount of their abilities, do certain things in certain ways for these trophies. Starting with our first icon powers, we have the Phoenix. His first trophy is for doing 15 shift strikes and then doing 3 heat wave counters within a single battle. Beautiful. Okay, that's not bad. Then you get the icon powers of Garuda, and you have to use the Deadly Embrace power to pull 5 enemies into the air and defeat them. And then while you are still in the air, you have to land the Gouge, Rook's Gambit, and Wicked Wheel attacks. Next up is Ifrit, and fortunately, there's only one trophy tied to Ifrit, which is simply for defeating 20 enemies while using your limit break. Ramu is our next icon power set, and it's a pretty simple one. We have to send 50 lightning bolts using our power of Blind Justice, which is the circle power in this game, and then lure an enemy into striking a lightning rod 3 times. Yes, it does, baby. Beautiful. Moving on, we go to Titan, and both of these are tied to the Titan block ability. First, for getting a full Titan counter twice within the same battle, and then simply blocking with Titan block 10 times. Hold on. Titanic block, defend off 10. Oh, okay. I haven't been using Titanic block that I know of, at least. Next up is the Platinum Dragon Bahamut. Both of his trophies were tied to the ability Megaflare. The first of which is for getting 100 total hits with a level 2 or 3 Megaflare. I believe I used a level 2 for this. And then for charging your Megaflare with 3 precision dodges in one charge. Then we get the Ice Icon Shiva, which is simple. We do a perfect dodge with Cold Snap to freeze 10 enemies using Permafrost. And then I beat 3 or more enemies at once while using the Diamond Dust ability. This can also be done with Permafrost or Frostbite. I just personally chose Diamond Dust. I felt it was a little bit better. Then our last icon of the base game is going to be Odin, who's actually one of my favorite boss fights in the game. And his trophies are simple. First, charge his Zantetsuken, I think I said that right, to level 2 and land it 5 times. And then we got 3 still counters with that same ability within a single battle. Now, our last 2 base game icon trophies are for simply mastering a single icon's ability and then mastering all of the icon abilities, which I actually had to go into New Game Plus to do. Oh, thank God. Now that those are out of the way, let's talk about the trophies that are left. The miscellaneous trophies, if you will. First and foremost, I beat a boss without taking any damage. And then I used our doggo for the next 2 trophies. First, I got 5 precision 6 with Torgal. And then I simply pet the dog 5 times, which instantly, by the way, makes this game a 10 out of 10. You can pet the dog! I knocked down and then punished 10 enemies, crafted 5 pieces of gear, and then came across one of our biggest homies in the whole game, Ambrosia. Our Chocobro rides again, and riding him for the first time gave us yet another trophy. I defeated 10 Notorious Marks, and then dealt 50,000 damage during a stagger. By the way, this cannot be done as Ifrit. You have to do this as Clive. We talked to Hippocrates and gave him the info to reach level 5 knowledge. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't know how this one works. I just remember it popped up and I was like, oh, cool. We got a trophy. We'd probably be up to level 4. Oh, yes. He is going into Clive's quarters. We read 10 letters on his table. And then we leave to go to our blacksmith friend, who crafted the legendary sword, which I cannot pronounce, So of course, here is Google saying it.
Gerter Demmering.
I collected 6 signboards by doing the side quest, and then took a load off by spending 36,000 gil at the bar. I completed a Chronolith trial, visited all the world's areas, and then cleared the entire hunt board of Notorious Marks. We obtained every curiosity in the game, and finally obtained every item in the patron shop. Now we aren't quite done yet, because, guys, we got 2 DLCs to do. First is a DLC for the Echoes of the Fallen. Now, this is basically running through a single large dungeon, and there are 3 normal trophies for completing the story within this dungeon. Woohoo! Echo of the Fallen time, baby! There we go. We enter the spire. Alright. I think we have finished the DLC. I think the trophy is done. Quest complete. Trophy. Trophy. It'd be up there. Trophy. Trophy. Dusk Shard. That's got to be the last thing. No. Okay, it's a curiosity. Okay, I dig it. I dig it. Trophy. There it is. Alright, while going through the dungeon, we had to grab all the fallen bits, which lets us do one of the further trophies. And of course, I did this on Final Fantasy difficulty, purely because beating the boss of this DLC, Omega, on this difficulty gives us another trophy. And then finally for this DLC, I crafted the Omega weapon. It's as strong as the Ultima blade, but looks just a little bit cooler. Next up, we have the Rising Tide DLC. Now, I'm not going to give story spoilers for this DLC to the best of my ability. However, doing this story gave us 5 more trophies. Now, beautiful. Starting the DLC off with a fucking trophy. Okay. Yo. Enter Mysidia. So this is the whole new map. Fairly decent size. Like, damn. Okay. There it is. I feel like we're doing good trophy-wise so far. Trophy! Ton. I can grind that in like 10 minutes. I hope that we can grind it quick. Oh, shit. Alright, trophy? This should be the trophy. There it is. Alright, beautiful. We are going to pop back over to... During this story, this is a little bit of a spoiler, but we get the abilities of the Leviathan icon, which we need to first hit 300 total title attacks, and then we have to activate the unlimited ammo by timing the circle button. With this, we take out 3 enemies well under 1 unlimited ammo activation. Now, once again, I did this DLC on Final Fantasy mode because defeating Leviathan under Final Fantasy difficulty gives us Trophy 61. Now, here.
My favorite one.
Hold on. Yes, there's the trophy! Fuck! Here's the fun part. I got the powers of Ultima. And mastering that and Leviathan's powers gives us Trophy 64. I know the numbering's off. Don't worry about it. Next, there's a boss rush gauntlet mode with this DLC called Kairos Gate. I beat it for Trophy 65, and then I went and completed 10 side quests in the DLC. Now, this DLC also added a new Chronolith trial, and finishing that gave us Trophy 67, and finished out the DLC trophies. Now, there's only 1 trophy left. It's super simple. Guys, we just beat the game on Final Fantasy mode, which is basically just New Game Plus with increased difficulty. Completing this, of course, gave us that beautiful, beautiful platinum trophy. That's the platinum. Thank fucking God. 69. And as always, it is time for my final thoughts on the game. Holy shit, guys, this game is amazing. Legitimately, every aspect of this game, for me, it was incredible. The gameplay, well, it was a little shallow at times with the combat. It was spectacular. I've seen some people do some crazy good shit in this game. I'm just not that good. The soundtrack was potentially a top 3 video game soundtrack of all time for me. The voice acting is amazing. The Titan fight alone in this game is absolutely peak cinema. And I will stand on the business that Ben Starr deserved best voice actors. If not this game sweeping all of the awards, at least it deserved that one. That's nothing against Baldur's Gate or the guy who played Asterion, whose name I don't know. But this game is as close to a perfect game as I've played in a long time, since probably like Ghost of Tsushima for the first time, which will be happening this year on stream. I guarantee you we will platinum that game. Now, I'm going to give this game a score. And this might be the highest score I've given a game since I started rating games. I actually don't know. I need to go through and like write down what my ratings have been so that I know in the future. But this game is a 9.5 out of 10. Truly spectacular game. Like I said, as close to perfect of a game as I've ever played, I think. Even DLC is great. I absolutely think this platinum is worth it, and the game on its own is worth the price of the game. Even if you don't platinum, if you just want to play through the story and have a good time, I think it's absolutely worth the price. Now, as always, I thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please smash that like button, subscribe, and let me know what games I should add to our long list of platinums coming up. Currently working on Mass Effect, Batman, Gotham Knights, GTA 4 is starting soon because you guys voted Grand Theft Auto was our next franchise to platinum. And yeah, that's really it. But let me know down in the comments below what we should add to the ever-growing list of like 100 games that we currently have to platinum, because now PS3 games are on the menu. I love you guys, and as always, I hope to see you soon.